Leo Black.
Hey, how you doing, Indya Marie?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
Nice. Hey, if you're not familiar, the Leo Black Show is a platform for artists and creatives to share their story. So we want to start with you from the very beginning to the latest what's happening now. Let's hear your journey.
The very begin. What's like the very beginning though? Like
How'd
how
you
far back do we want to go?
how you get started in like entertainment in general, you know?
Okay. Well, I moved out to LA when I was like 19, and I just like started like modeling first, and that kind of like introduced me to a bunch of different people in LA, because that's kind of how
Yeah,
you do it. Like you just network when you go out there.
facts.
So after like a few years, it just kind of just took off. I mean, like before I was in LA, I had like a following, obviously, from like MySpace and Facebook, like back in the, but like it wasn't as big, as like to when I like moved and like really started to take like that seriously. So
Facts.
that's how I kind of started, to be honest. And it was kind of crazy. And it happened like really fast. So it was a little it was a little scary, I'm not gonna lie.
Facts. That can be scary for anyone. Where'd you move from?
So originally I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but I've been moving like literally since I was like 13, just because my family situation was crazy. So before I was in LA, I was in Charlotte, North Carolina. And then before that I was in Kansas, and then the list goes on. So yeah.
Lit. That's what's up. I mean, Pittsburgh, it's a wave out there. Definitely a Taylor gang wave, should I say. Like, I've really heard of like Pittsburgh and Wiz putting it on the map. What type of influence does like Taylor gang have out there in Pittsburgh
I
per
wouldn't
se?
know. I wouldn't know. I will say that he definitely, like, Pittsburgh was just always known as a city, especially because of the Steelers and like other things. Wiz kind of just like, I mean, to be honest, Wiz left Pittsburgh, and like he had, when I still lived there, a lot of people were kind of upset about it. So I don't really know much about his influence as far as like bringing the city to anyone's recognition, but I wouldn't know. I haven't been back to Pittsburgh since I was young, so I don't really know what is going on over there right now.
Okay, thanks. And you talked about moving to LA, pursuing your modeling career. You've been endorsed by big brands like Puma, Adidas, Google, Apple. So
Mhm.
let's talk about it. Let's talk about, you working for those big brands and how was your experience?
It was cool. It's definitely like I feel like people who are models definitely don't do it for the money. Like I feel like we do it for the experiences, the traveling, getting to know people, like getting to meet people we never thought we would meet, and also being recognized in those campaigns. But I feel like I left being with a modeling agency because I feel like I'm not like a robot. So I can't just go where you say for me to go at like this specific time every single day. Like I need a little break. And
Yeah.
they don't really give breaks, and like they want you to be working until like you're like fainting. Like so I just couldn't relate to it. So I had to leave that part of it behind. But I prefer freelance modeling, where I set my own times, my own rates, I do what I want, and I get to choose who I want to work with. So that's just more what I like to do. But I do appreciate working with those brands because obviously, it made a name for me. So I
Right.
appreciate them.
That's dope. What was your favorite brand to model for and why?
Um I guess Puma, because they did like the whole like they like certain brands will make you feel more welcome and make you feel more appreciated. Like Puma had flew me out and had me in this beautiful hotel and like meals, and it was actually a campaign that I did. So it was me, and it only featured like some other athletes. I think at the time it was like some football player or something like that. And it was huge for me, and like they treated me as such. Like they asked me if I needed anything, like they made sure I was very comfortable. So I feel like that's who I liked working with the best, and I'd love to work with them again.
Facts. Yeah, I'm really rocking with Puma, especially
And they
what they've
paid me the
done.
most. So
Hey, they got that bag for
yeah,
sure.
they definitely do, for sure.
That's lit. Yeah, I like Puma just because you know what they did with Nipsey Hussle and his whole brand, the marathon
Mm-hmm.
continues.
Mm-hmm.
Also with like Rihanna, I like how they're working with her.
Yeah.
I like her
Yeah.
shoes. Like she got some dope products.
A lot of people sleep on Puma, but I feel like they're one of the brands that I've always liked, like even when I was like little.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's facts right there. So yeah, you've been working, you've been grinding. Obviously, we're just now getting out of pandemic. We back
Yeah.
outside though. So let's talk about, you know, as far as like how's the pandemic helped you? How's it hindered you, your career? Has it given you more time for like self-care and things like that? Or you know,
Yeah.
just turned you up to where you even more like, you know, in tune of like what your branding
Mhm.
and what you got
Right.
going. Let's talk about
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. I feel like, I mean, for me personally, the pandemic was just kind of like a eye opener to like me needing like more self love and like more attention to myself and less about like other people. And it kind of like made me work a lot more too. Like I'm just like in the studio constantly or like working on like something new because I don't really like to go outside and kind of like risk my life, like even still
Yeah.
to this day. Because I haven't decided on the vaccine or not yet. So I feel like for
Okay.
me, I still have to be safe, you know? So I'm not really outside with it. I'm not like people, you know, will try to invite me places. I'm like, what's the head count? You feel me? I try to keep it real safe. And plus I care about myself enough to care about my health. So yeah, but honestly, I just been working. I'll go to the studio, I'll spend like 8 hours in there, and then I just dropped my first EP, so it's kind of just nonstop like planning music videos and like writing out treatments and all types of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, you're not vax yet? That's wild. So
No, I hear a lot, like it's 50-50 with me. Like I hear a lot of it's fine, and then I hear a lot of okay, like my something happened weird to my body. And I'm such an unlucky person, and like
yeah.
I'm so clumsy and like stuff like that. It would be me to where something crazy would, you know, go down. So I don't even know if I want to risk it.
That's facts. Yeah, it's just smart to play it to play it safe. If you were to get
Yeah.
vaxxed though, what vaccination would you get? Would you get the Moderna, the Pfizer, or the
See,
Johnson and Johnson?
I I really don't trust Johnson and Johnson at all because not alone, like vaccine aside, their products are so harmful. Like I don't use
Really?
any of their products, I don't think. And so I just feel like I definitely wouldn't get that. I'd see some other options for sure, but I have no idea. I haven't even thought about it.
Lit. All right. And you mentioned being in the studio heavy throughout the
Yeah.
pandemic. What's your studio process like? What's your recording process like from the recording to the writing to the producing? What does India Marie do when she first gets in the studio? How do you set the tone, set the vibe?
I call myself a workaholic because I just like you know how like some people you'll go to a studio session, like people be drinking or like turning up or like smoking or like talking to their homeboys, and like the engineers just sitting there like looking so out of place because they're not working. Like that's not me. Like I don't,
Right.
first off, it's like a minimal of like maybe my best friend might come with me, but like no one's ever in my sessions. Like it's just me. It'll be this big, huge room that I rented out, and it's just me, the engineer, and that's it. Because why would I like spend money to waste time? I never understood that. Like if you're under a label and like, you know, they just give you money and like you just want to waste it, that's okay, cool. But me, I use my hard-earned money to like do this. It's not just a hobby, you know, it's a passion. So I don't waste no time. I go right in. I'm like, hey, pull up the whatever. We go in the booth. I might write something sometimes. Sometimes I kind of just like fill out the beat first and see if anything, you know, pops up, and then I just go like nonstop. You know, the only time I take breaks is when like the engineer is like, all right, let me work on some stuff real quick, and then we'll go back in. But I'm straight 8 hours, straight 8 hours. I'm like, all right, let's go. Like I don't like to waste time. Mm-mm.
Okay. So what are those like essential things you need when you're in the studio? need the candles, the incense burning. Mention like you got
I'm real bare minimal. Like I eat before I go. So I don't need to, I don't need nothing. Like I just got my water, maybe or maybe like some throat spray, but that's it. Like that's all I need. My cell phone. I don't really, and then my cell phone's usually on airplane mode or something. Like I'm just so tunnel vision. I don't even, straight to work.
Facts. So you use throat spray? That's the first time I heard of that. What's up with throat spray you use?
Really? Nah, we all use it in the industry because I mean, it doesn't matter how good you sing.
Yeah.
Like even like Beyonce or whatever, it's like a limit that your body has to where like your throat will kind of like start to close up or like it'll be like I need a break or whatever. So I mean, you can like buy this stuff anywhere, like Amazon, whatever. It's just, it just like eases the tension that might be there, It's just some simple stuff, but it tastes horrible. So that's the downside. It tastes fucking horrible, man.
That's dope though. That's a good recommendation. I'm pretty sure people gonna tap in, listen to that. Like, I gotta give me some throat spray. I got an 8-hour session.
I thought everybody knew. This is news to me that nobody knows about that.
Yeah. So yeah, it sounds like like you've been working. Obviously, you just put out an EP, your self-titled EP, Indie. Let's talk about how the songs came about. What was the process like making that?
It was fun actually. Like I had a lot of fun. Because I just moved. I moved from LA to Las Vegas, so I literally had to kind of recreate who I knew. Because I didn't really like know anyone out here before I moved here. So I met like this dope producer, dope engineer, and they're kind of just my friends now. Like we kind of like text and talk about like things whenever like we need to, but I just vibe with people a lot, like because I'm about energy. So if I don't like you or if we don't vibe, I can't really work with you. So I had to like really feel these people out. And once like that was done, like once I was like, these are good people, like they got my back, like they got my best interests at heart, whatever. It was just like smooth sailing. Like they would throw up a beat or send me beats, and then I listen to it. I'd be like, next one, or I like that one. Pull up the beat, I go in there, we record like a little reference or something, then we move on. And like we keep it going, because you want, like, if you want to release a project that's like 6 songs, you don't need 6 songs. You need like 12, 15, 20 songs, because you need to choose which ones that you like the best. That's so nice. Even at my 6th song, 7th song, I'm like, let's keep going, because you never know. Like you might think you have like the best song, and then you hear a beat that you didn't hear yet, and it's like, oh shit, I need that on a project. So that kind of happens with a few of my songs on my EP. There's a song that I really don't like, that a lot of people like on the EP, but I put it on there because I knew they would like it. And then there's also a song on there that is like, I think the most played one. And I wasn't even gonna put it on there. So you never know what people are gonna like.
What songs are those? What's the title?
So the first one on my EP is called Agua, and that's the most streamed one for some reason, and it wasn't gonna go on the EP.
What? That's crazy.
At all, because in my mind, I like the song. The song's cool. It's summertime. You feel me? Like it's something that you hear at like a party or whatever. But I just felt like it wasn't me, because I've never done a song like that. So for me, I was just like, let's be on the safe side and just put out like straight pop. Like let's not try to throw in some other genres or whatever in there. But as soon as it came out, people liked it, and like, making little TikToks, and I'm like, okay, well, it is what it is. So
that's lit. Hey, well, we rocking with the EP. We definitely tapped in for sure. Like, thank you for that. That's a nice little piece of art right there.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah. So you mentioned moving to Vegas. I seen the video of you like transitioning in a new place in Vegas and stuff. I like it. I like your new spot. It looks dope.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, the decor is on point for sure. Let's talk about that, like moving to Vegas. Obviously, Vegas is a crowded place right now. They just moved the Oakland Stadium. The Raiders is playing out there. This past weekend was crazy packed for the McGregor fight. Like I was looking on my timeline.
Yeah.
All my friends was in Vegas this weekend. I was like, damn, it's lit out there. I didn't even know.
Everyone's coming out here too. Like I have like people text me like, "Oh, I'll be there on the 16th. I'll be there." I'm like, "Why?" I'm like, "What y'all coming out? What did I miss?" Because I've never really been like a super like on the scene type of person. Like even like the stuff you see about me like in the blogs, it was like a quick like, "Oh, let me go show support for 30 minutes and then I'm going home." But like paparazzi might just happen to be there type of thing, you know? So I've never, people will text me like, "Oh, you going to such and such?" I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, like it'd be stuff I've never heard of. So for me to, and like people, like I'm like an introvert and people know this. So when they ask me like, why would you move to Vegas if you don't like going out? Because, you know, when they think of Vegas, they think the strip, drinks, casinos, like, you know, such and such. But me, where I live, I like scenery. So I like mountains, I like the ocean, I like stuff like that. So I just moved where I was 100 feet from a mountain. So you feel me? That's just what I liked. And I wasn't even thinking about the strip because I wouldn't see myself going there. The only reason I go to the strip is to pass through and get to the mall. So I'm not really like, I went to the strip once and I hated it. It felt intrusive. You feel me? People was bumping into, nope, this ain't for me. So I'm cool on it, but I don't really, I mean, I like living here. It's very hot and I like my peace. So I feel like the move from LA to here was a plus, you know.
That's lit. Did you check out the McGregor fight this past weekend? Did you see any highlights?
I actually was in the studio, but they had it like on the screen, so we were like kind of like in and out, like watching it. But
what'd you think about it?
I didn't think about it, to be honest.
Did you see him break his leg? It was kind of
no.
goofy. Yeah, it was super gory. Like he tried to bring his back.
See, that's why I don't watch stuff like that. I'm cool. I'm cool on it. I don't need to see nothing like that.
Facts. Cool. You mentioned going out, like, you know, of course you're in the senior celebrity, so you go out, paparazzi out, they popping out, all that. And you had a couple public relationships as well.
Did I?
According to what's online, you know.
Right.
So even if it's not true, I want to clear it up here on the Leo Black Show if we could. You know, that's what the platform is for. So
I don't think there's anything to clear up. I just think like unless I've said it, it's probably not true. Like that's all I'm gonna say. And like that's why I like honest people, because like I'm a real person. Like I don't have to lie about anything. I don't have to like lead people on, or you know, like I be single. I don't be in no relationships with nobody. I don't nope. Like maybe we got a pic together, or maybe someone was there who thought they seen something they didn't see. You feel me? So, but I be single.
Facts.
That's all I'm gonna say. I be single.
When you was in LA, what was your relationship like with Chris Brown?
It wasn't like anything. I feel like I've known him since 2000. Like it was like when I was 20. I've known him since I'm 27 now. So we cool. That's it. Like there's no relationship. I be single. He's single. So I don't know why people want to make something out of nothing, you know. But that's why I said like it's like, oh, like they'll see you out or something, but like that doesn't mean you're in a relationship, you know. Like I'm not in no relationship. I like being single. I think that's the misconception that people have with like females, is that we want a boyfriend or like we want to get married. I'm chilling. Like I'm chilling. I'd rather get to the bag. You feel me? I want to make some money. I want to work with people. I want to collab with people. I'm cool on the love stuff right now. Like I love money. So that's my love.
Facts. So I mean, of course you have like a personal relationship and a friend like Chris Brown. He's an icon. You know, a lot of people tapped in right now want to know like what's his personality like, what is he like in person on a personal level. Is he just like any other person? Is there any traits that make him different from anybody else? What would you have to say about Chris Brown knowing him personally? Like,
I don't really want to speak on him because I'm not that type of person. But he's cool. Like he's a nice person. He cares about people he cares about, and he's a cool dude. He's a nice dude.
Facts, facts. That's what's up. All right, cool. There was also like it was Trippie Redd. I don't know if you work with Trippie Redd or not, but it was online that you work with Trippie Redd, or you know him personally. Uh
We actually I think we recorded like three or four like little tracks that just never came out. And like I tried, I anytime you hear me like working with someone, know that I try 100% to release the content. But it just be the other people. It don't be me. It be the other people. So, and like I'm the type of person, I don't force anything, like no type of like connection, or like I don't force like energy. Like I feel like if someone really just doesn't like a song, or like they don't want to release it, like that's cool. You feel me? Like I'm like in my 20s, like we could record a song like in 5 years, you know, and love it. So I'm never like in a rush to like force people to release stuff.
Facts, facts. You're right. It do be the politics, but sometimes it's
Mm-hmm.
just that moment in time of, you know, just being in the studio with that other vibe and enjoying yourself and making music. And if it doesn't come out, you know, it's still like about catching that
Yeah.
vibe and being able to work and have fun and enjoy making music.
Yeah.
What was it like being in the studio with Trippie Redd?
It was cool. He be chilling with his friends. They're like real fun. Like they like to like laugh together and stuff. So it's cool. It's a vibe for sure.
Lit. That's what's up. What is his work ethic crazy? Does he knock out like 8 hour sessions like you do, like
Oh,
20?
I don't know. I've only like been in the studio with him a few times, so I don't really know how he records like his other songs. But I'm sure like all of like my peers are probably like workaholics too, because they put out more music than I have. So I can't imagine how many hours they spend like at their sessions. Like they must sleep over there. I don't know, but yeah, because I mean, if you look at my discography, I only have a few songs. Like I've released like a song and a half a year type shit because of like old managers like not, you know, like doing what they were supposed to. So I have a lot more to go, you know, like I'm like a, what's that like, I'm like a little junior in this, you know, like it's only been like 3.5 4 years, you know, like to musicians who have been here like for so long, I feel like I'm like a little baby. So I got like a lot more shit to do.
Facts, you got to put in your 10,000 hours.
Man, oh my God. I'm
Let's
just
talk.
getting started.
Yeah, yeah. Let's talk about your visuals though, because you got some nice music videos. I do like your visuals.
Oh my God, my visuals right now suck actually. They weren't great. And now I'm like talking to like videographers and directors, and like now I'm trying to like make up for like the fact that like and I hate to like blame other people, but like it happens to a lot of artists, especially like the 90s artists where like they kind of just disappeared and stuff. Like our
Yeah.
management is terrible, and like they just don't do what they promise. And so you have music videos and visuals that don't turn out how you envisioned in your mind. So right now I am like trying to work on some music videos for the other songs of the EP.
Nice. I do like the latest, the FaceTime interlude that she released. Let's talk about that. What was the process making that? What's it like being on set with Indya Marie? Are you directing, doing choreography,
Yeah.
wardrobe?
I like have to, I'm one of those people where like I have to touch everything at least a little bit. Like I can't just let someone have like full control over my artistry. I gotta be like, okay, I think it should look like this, and like flip the camera this way and blah blah, because I feel like I'm the one who has to, like it's my face on this video for like the rest of time. So I feel like I want like my best angles, best lighting, you feel me? And I feel like I know that. So I do definitely like co-direct for sure. But I feel like a lot of people don't mind. They would rather give like a little direction and get some direction from the artist because it makes them more comfortable.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's true. What's your next like video off the project that you
I think the next one is Northside.
Northside? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that most definitely. Yeah, and when we talk,
Yeah, it's very much like old drop top type of car, like in the hood vibes. So I want it to be very like summertime friendly so that people could just vibe to it, you know.
lit. That's what's up. You might have to come to LA to shoot that. You talking about in the hood? Was you in the hood when you was in LA? Did you stop by like Compton, South Central, Watts?
I used to live in Inglewood.
Oh yeah, you right there. I mean, that's kind of
I lived in Inglewood the second, was it the second year I moved to LA? I lived in LA for 6 years, so I don't even know, but it was very early on in my career. Okay. And I really wasn't making a lot of money yet because again, modeling is just not, you know, it's slow money. So I had this studio apartment and I thought it was the best thing ever. I was so humble about it. I had like the most ratchet neighbors. I didn't even complain. My ceiling was leaking. I just, you know, I was in LA. So I was grateful for it. I didn't even care. And, you know, looking at it now to where I am now, I'm just like, damn, I did that. Like, and I'm happy I did it.
that's facts. Did you enjoy the West Side? Because Inglewood, you still right there by Marina Del Rey, Santa Monica, Venice. So you got to
Um,
experience that as well.
it was I didn't really go outside unless I had to work, to be honest. Like I was either sleeping or chilling, but it was kind of dangerous, especially for like a small girl. Like, and plus I think I was only like 21 maybe at that time or something like that. And anytime, because I didn't have a car yet, and anytime I would walk to any store, it was at least one or two cars that would like stop and try to pick me up or some shit. So it was it wasn't a good time. Like it's hard to be a woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's facts. That's facts. Speaking of, being a woman, we got our first female vice president. I think it's
Mm.
a politics. You like Kamala Harris? What do you think about Kamala?
I'm not super into politics, but I don't really like her. Just because of some of the things I have read, but again, I'm not super into it. So I feel like I'm slightly ignorant to politics right now. But some of the things I've read on her, I just don't like. So, mm-mm.
What is it you don't like about Kamala Harris?
It was just something about purposely locking up people for marijuana and stuff and then keeping them in the jails just to do free labor and stuff like that. Like I'm not cool with turning people into slaves. I feel like slavery is over, and I feel like weed, like everyone who's in jail for weed right now needs to be out. That's how I feel. Unless it was like, oh, he killed someone and also had weed on him, you know, but like I feel like if you're selling weed or if you like the weed man or whatever, since it's so legal now, you should be out of jail. And the fact that she's opposed to that just rubs me the wrong way. So
That's facts. That's facts.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, prison reform is a crazy thing. I think like Kim Kardashian used to be working on that, like trying to get non-violent offenders out of
Mm.
prison. So like that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, you've been a weed advocate. You're like, especially out of Pittsburgh, you're like the female whiz for sure. You go crazy. Talk about like what has marijuana done for you? Like far as creativity and
um,
vibes.
I don't know if marijuana did anything for me, to be honest. It just kept me from going to jail, if anything. I feel like it just calms me down. Like it doesn't really make my life better or worse. It kind of just relaxes me a bit. But there are times where I go like months without smoking. So I'm not really like such a pothead that like I used to be when I was younger. But like now that I'm older and I have like responsibilities, I got bills. If I smoke too much, I forget like something is due. And that, you know, it's just I gotta be more responsible at my age. So um it's cool though.
Yeah,
It's cool.
yeah. Yeah, you're a grown woman. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a series of questions I'm gonna ask you, okay?
Okay.
Um, so we're gonna start. It's like 20 questions. It won't take long.
Oh, okay.
But smash, marry, kill. J. Cole, Drake, Future.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Um, wait, Smash, Mary, Kill, Drake, J. Cole, and Future.
Yeah.
Um, uh, kill Future, I guess. Marry Drake, and I guess smash J. Cole. I don't even know.
Okay.
I don't want to do any of those things though.
All right, yeah, it's hypothetically. Instagram,
Okay.
Snapchat, or TikTok?
TikTok.
TikTok. All right.
Yeah.
Mainstream or underground?
I like mainstream.
Mainstream. All right. Mixtapes or albums?
Albums.
Albums. All right. Writer freestyle?
Depends. Depends.
Depends on the vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
Festivals or raves?
So I actually have epilepsy, so I can't go to raves. But festivals.
Okay. Let's talk about epilepsy. What type of condition is that?
I don't know how it is because it's different for everyone. But for me, I go into a seize when certain strobe lights are presented to me, so I can't like be around them. Even when I'm driving, sometimes if the ambulance lights are like too close to my car, I have to like look away. So it kind of just depends on like the level, I guess, and like the person, like how they react to it, because everyone reacts like differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Feel that. Well, thank God you're okay. You can't watch any
Yeah.
Hype Williams videos.
Or
He be flashing shit all through the video.
like I'll see TikToks and it'll say flash warning, and I just have to scroll because otherwise, yeah, I can't watch it.
Yeah, you mentioned like TikTok is your favorite platform. TikTok is new, it's up and coming. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there hasn't been people that's been on there for a while without it. Like Snapchat and Instagram is one of the newest platforms.
Yeah.
What's so addicting about TikTok?
I don't know. It's just, I think what it is like there's so many, you could literally get any type of video on your For You page. And I think that's what it is. It's like it's the anticipation of not knowing what's gonna come next. It's like, oh, here's a video of like some girl dancing. Okay, cool. The next video is like, oh, a firework exploding, or like it's just, you never know what's gonna pop up. So I think that's what's so addicting.
Facts. That's what's up. Weed or liquor?
Weed, I don't drink.
All right. Blunts or joints?
Joints, no tobacco.
No tobacco. All right. Soda or juice?
Juice.
Juice. All right. Takeout or dine in?
Takeout.
All right. Tattoos or piercings?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
I see you blasted. I don't see the piercings though. How many tattoos do you have?
Geez. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just kind of say I have a sleeve and like 8 others, basically. But at this point, who knows? Who knows?
How many piercings you have?
3, 4, 5. But I used to have more when I was younger. I had like my lip, my eyebrow, a whole bunch of shit. But I took those out, so I only have 5 right now.
Is that doesn't include your ears?
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah.
How many piercings you got in each ear?
2 in this one and 1 in this one, because I tried to do the second one on this ear myself and it rejected it. So yeah, I have 2 on this one now.
That's what's up. Designer or casual?
Casual always.
Casual. Night or day?
I'm only gonna say night because it's so hot where I'm at. So night.
Yeah, it's hot as hell in Vegas. Hot or cold?
Cold. I was born in December, so I love the cold.
Cool. All right, you single, so you can answer this question. Main nigga or side nigga?
Oh, I'm not a cheater. I'm one of those loyal ones. So main.
Main. All right, cool. Condo or house?
I guess house.
House. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Uber or Lyft?
I hate both of them, but Uber.
Uber for sure. Money or fame?
Money.
All right. You booking one ways or round trips?
Round trips always. I'm responsible.
All right. Doggy style or missionary?
Neither.
No
Neither.
comment.
Neither. Yeah. Mm-mm.
All right, cool. Yeah, we covered a lot, India Marie. But do you want to drop any links, any social media now that we tapped in, we're following you. So
Yeah. Instagram, Indya Marie. Twitter is my name backwards because some fake page has my name. um, TikTok is the Indya Marie. And my TikTok, I'm really trying to get into TikTok, but it's hard. I'd rather watch the videos than make them, but I'm trying.
thanks.
It's hard, man.
Yeah, you gotta be into dancing. You dance?
I'd rather like sing or like do some funny shit or make a joke. Them dances are hard because they're not actually dances. They're like hand gestures and moves. Like I feel like I'm a cheerleader again, man. It's hard.
Yeah, they got hella dance challenges.